you will like it.
So Gregory just got a gift from Atik Bhai.
Truck art.
So that's the kind of truck art I showed you.
Oh yes, I recognize that already.
Yeah.
It's very popular, and where is the basis for the designs? Different areas?
Different areas of Karachi.
Okay.
Most
Just
of the
Karachi?
inhabitants from Karachi.
Is it mostly Karachi or all over the country?
Most of the part of the country, but basically, if you ask me, it is Karachi.
Mhm.
And this is what is my business.
In a shipping business.
You ship containers also?
Yeah, we are into the relocation. It's a relative question.
Like this?
I just don't want to. I
A
want
relocation
to
of
take
it.
it to America.
Thank you. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Is a relocation like in corporate executives, you mean, or companies?
You know, everyone, companies, corporate executives, whosoever moving here and within Pakistan or abroad.
Okay.
So
Moving
we
company.
get a lot of inquiries from USA also.
There's a large one in Denver, Colorado, where I'm at. Very large company.
Very large.
One
Everything
day.
is so large in America because America is itself so large.
Well, the man stood up and said, well, we have a moving company. He didn't say much. And at the end of his talk, he said they had 1,000 employees.
They have people.
It was surprising. Yeah, so what is this disease or disorder? I
This
don't
is
know.
a blood disorder. Actually, this is a self-stricken disease. It comes out of the fault of the planets. There is a gene in the body which is called thalassaemic gene. This is the natural gene, which is not a disease. That is called thalassemia minor. It's a common gene in the body. Two thalassemic minors when get married, they produce a thalassemic major. A major is a dragon, a permanent guest of the hospital. Almost 3 times needs blood, life-saving medicines, and a total and a regular attendant to the ICU. So it is advised. The awareness advice is that it is better to get married before getting married, to get the blood tested, so that 2 minors should not get married. So minor, again I am repeating, is not a disease. It is a gene in the body. It's a simple. It continues with the lifetime. But 2 minors getting married together produces a major thalassemia. So we are almost, because out of the negligence, almost 8,000 thalassemic majors in our country every year, and adding them to our population. So their treatment is very difficult. Before they used to live 6 to 8 years. Now because of better protocols in our hospital, they are now, mashallah, attending 18, 20 years of life.
But still, that's all, huh?
That's all.
Thalassemia. My wife is a nurse, and we have a small clinic in Central America. We only do primary things.
This is not a disease of America, actually. This is a disease of the Mediterranean and the coastlines of Pakistan and the Far East.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan. This is the disease of this area.
Because of the intermarriages.
Americans and Europeans have taken control of thalassemia, and they always make this test also by making other tests. So they are careful. So they have made their country as thalassemia-free country. They have eliminated totally. The last country which eliminated thalassemia from the world was Italy. It has qualified significantly, and it has done a lot of job on thalassemia. And now they are teaching the whole world how to get rid of thalassemia. Cyprus, Italy.
It says in the United States it's very rare, but there still are 200,000 a year.
2,000 a year.
200,000.
200,000 a year. My God. So we have to do something very seriously on it.
So it is pretty...
And it is so fastly moving in our country that it is coming into our nerves and arteries. So we have to do a lot of work. So I'm doing a lot of work on it, trying to put awareness to my national people, my people of the country, and do the best treatment possible in our hospital.
Is it culturally accepted or believed a good idea to do a genetic test before getting married?
It is okay, but because of the community system and all that, it is a little difficult here. Otherwise, now people have started understanding that their would-be husband and would-be wife should get tested before getting married. But before it is too late and it is spreaded like anything, like it is better that person should get seriously get into it and get rid of this thing.
So if I understand what I heard, and I don't know the culture here, but that many times the families determine who marries who. That's still true?
Yeah, and without test.
Without tests. So,
So
then
this
if,
is
the,
making
if
the
everybody
thing
agrees and they say, wait a minute, after they agreed, now let's get a test, that's not very culturally acceptable.
It is, you are right, this is like it.
Because we had the same thing in our family. Our background is Mennonite, which is like the Amish, you know, the horse and buggy people in the United States, if you ever heard about them. They only live with no electricity, and they only live on farms, and they don't drive cars. They're very like it was 100 years ago. Well, they don't believe in medical tests, and so there were a lot of genetic problems in that community because they would marry maybe second cousins, and they're all the same small pool of people. And that became a really problem. Only now, after maybe 50 years too late, they're now starting to test genetically. But it's the same cultural thing. They didn't want to do that.
My God, this is what is the same in here. Although religiously speaking, this has now become necessary, and people who are educated, who understand these things, they are going for these tests now. So we have to do very hard work. It is not easy things to do. It's a hard nut to crack, but still we have to bring this country out of it.
I see that it says the other. I recognize this. Mediterranean anemia is another nickname they
Yeah.
call it. That sounds more popular. I mean, how about that? I didn't know much about that.
So if you have time any day, so I'll request Rehan Saab. So I'll go to the hospital, bring you there, see the missionaries, meet the children. You'll come to know more. Maybe you can think about it and do something in future.